Another day, another great day of postseason baseball. We had 4 good games yesterday, and you know what? I was originally opposed to this 16-team playoff. I like it now. I think there's some things they can tweak to it to make it better. I might talk about that in a separate video. But I think without further ado, we gotta get into what happened yesterday because it was crazy. First off, my Cubs were about to be in an elimination game against the Miami Marlins, but their game got canceled because it poured in Chicago yesterday. If you're in the greater Chicagoland area, you probably saw a ton of rain, and the game got canceled. So they will be playing today at 1. I will be streaming for that game. The problem is I don't get off of school till 2, so I'll probably miss the first. I'll be watching the game while I'm in class, but I can't stream. It's just a bad look to stream while there's school going on. So I'll stream for the last, it'll be in the 4th inning or 3rd inning when I end up starting it. Not a big deal though. Now we have 4 other games to talk about. The first of the day was the Braves shutting out the Reds 5-0. New Year, same Reds team. I thought this team would make the NLCS. Boy, was I a fraud on that one. They really showed up well in the postseason by scoring 0 runs. They did not score in the 2 games, and this is a team that added hitting in the offseason, like Mike Moustakas and Nicholas Castellanos. Yeah, they were nowhere to be found. Milk carton alert for the Cincinnati offense. Only 2 hits this game came from Freddie Galvis and Eugenio Suarez. And the Braves just did enough to win. Rookie Ian Anderson, 6 innings, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts. Fantastic performance from him. Luis Castillo didn't pitch bad either. 5 1/3, only gave up 1 run. It was a Ronald Acuna Jr. double. But in the 8th inning, Ozuna and Duvall both went deep to really put the game away. And for the first time since 2001, the Braves have won a playoff series, and they will be going to Houston, Texas, to take on the winner of the Cubs and the Marlins. Congrats, Braves. Reds, just add a little bit more to that lineup, and you'll be fine. The second game of the day was a win or go home game, and probably, I don't know, it's either this game or another game that may have been the best game of the day. The A's defeat the White Sox 6-4. This was a wild back and forth game. So, I was confused. I said the starting pitching matchup would be Dylan Cease and Frankie Montas. I was wrong. We got Dane Dunning against Mike Fiers. Fiers got into a bit of trouble in the first inning, but it was able to work out of it. As for Dane Dunning, he gave up 2 hits in the first inning, and with 1st and 3rd 2 out, Rick Renteria decides, let's go to the bullpen, takes out Dane Dunning after 2/3 of an inning, brings it Garrett Crochet, stud rookie left-handed reliever who's been doing really well. He's ticked over 100. He strikes out Matt Olson, so they get out of that jam. In the top of the second, Luis Robert hits a nuke of a home, 487 feet. Absolutely launched into the stratosphere. Gives the White Sox the lead. Later in the 3rd inning, Robert again gets an RBI single, and Nomar Mazara tacked down an RBI double to make it 3-0 A's. That would end the day for Mike Fiers. But things got wild in the 4th inning. Sean Murphy with a runner on first. So Garrett Crochet had to leave because his arm was hurting or whatever. I don't know. They probably used him on, I don't know what happened. He tore something in his arm. They bring in Aaron Bummer. He pitched a scoreless inning. Next, they bring out Colin Heuer, and he gives up a hit to Robbie Grossman, and then Sean Murphy unloads on one to left, bringing the game within 1. It's now 3-2. So they take out Heuer. They bring in Carlos Rodon. Tommy La Stella walks. Marcus Semien gets a double. They intentionally walk Chad Pinder. That's 3 batters. Rodon is done because of the 3-batter minimum. They want to bring in a new guy. They bring in Matt Foster. He walks Mark Canha with the bases loaded to tie the game. And then next batter, Matt Olson, he walks him with the bases loaded to give the A's the lead. And Matt Foster is chased after a 1/3 of an inning. Evan Marshall is the next. Anyway, in the top of the 5th, Nomar Mazara with an RBI single brings home Yoan Moncada that tied the game at 4. But at the bottom of the 5th with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Chad Pinder with an RBI single through the hole stores Lascella and Murphy to give the A's the lead 6-3, and the bullpen handled it for the back half of the game. J.B. Wendelken, Lou Trevino, and Jake Diekman combined for the 7th. Joaquim Soria pitched the 8th, and Liam Hendricks pitched for the 9th. This game, I swear to you, every at-bat felt like it could change the game. There were always runners on base. This was a crazy game. It felt like the bottom of the 9th every inning. I kid you not. That was so stressful to watch, but for the first time since 2006, the Oakland A's have won a playoff series. I'm going to save Padres Cardinals for last. The Brewers, they were pretty outmatched by the Dodgers yesterday. They lost 3-0. Clayton Kershaw, have yourself a day. 8 innings pitched, no earned runs, 13 strikeouts. Is the meme of playoff Kershaw over? No, because it's the Brewers and they are not a good hitting team. But, it's a good start. It was scoreless. Brandon Woodruff was pitching really well until the 5th inning, where Austin Barnes got an RBI single to make it 1-0, and then also in the bottom of the 5th, an RBI double from Mookie Betts made it 3-0, and that was all that the Dodgers needed to coast to an easy win. Brusdar Graterol pitched the 9th inning. Man, hasn't he been good? He's been terrific. Now, so the Dodgers will go to Arlington, Texas, to play the winner of Cardinals and Padres. And so this was a must-win game for the Padres if they wanted to force a Game 3, and they got that done 11-9. This was I don't know which game was better, this game or the A's game. I'm not sure, but this game was San Diego. They're going to need a good start, take control early. That is not what happened. Zach Davies got knocked around. Yadier Molina with an RBI single in the first inning made it 1-0. In the second inning, a Harrison Bader single made it 2-0. And then also in the top of the second, Colton Wong deposited one down the line in right field to make it 4-0. The Padres would get a pair of runs in the 4th off of a Will Myers fielder's choice and a Jake Cronenworth walk to make it 4-2. But the Cardinals continued to take the lead. Dexter Fowler with an RBI double, and then Colton Wong with an RBI groundout made it 5-2 and 6-2. Cardinals have them by the throat. You're thinking this game's over. The devil magic's going to work. The best Padres team in Padres history, which is what a lot of people have been saying. Can't even beat a Cardinals team barely over 500. This is going to be absolutely terrible. And in Game 1, Fernando Tatis Jr. had a bunch of chances to really bring the Padres back in the game. There was a chance. I think they were down by 4. He had the bases loaded, 2 outs. I think that happened like 2 innings in a row, and I think he struck out both times. Well, in the bottom of the 6th, down by 4, he comes up with Austin Nola and Jake Cronenworth on base, and he smacks one into left field. It gets over the wall on a line drive, and I'll tell you, Tatis looks at the dugout, and he is fired up. He just has this intensity and look on his face that says, "We're not going home." And what do you know? The next batter to the plate, Manny Machado, back to back. He deposits one in almost the same spot as Tatis, and the Padres dugout is going nuts right now. Giovanni Gallegos gets rocked around, and then so the game is now tied, and the momentum has switched just like that off of 2 huge home runs. In the top of the 7th, Will Myers hooks an inside fastball. It's hooking near the Western Metal Supply Co. building. It stays fair by about 5 feet. One of the shortest home runs of the postseason, but it doesn't matter. It is now 7-6, and then later in the bottom of the 7th, mama, there goes that man, Fernando Tatis Jr. hits another one out, flips the bat high into the air, and it is now 9-6. The Cardinals did not want to go away quietly in the top of the 8th. Harrison Bader with a sac fly made it 7-9. Also in the top of the 8th, Colton Wong had a sac fly of his own to make it 8-9. But in the bottom of the 8th, Will Myers again hits a nuke out to center field. It clears the fence, making it 11-9. Goldschmidt tried his best to lead the Cardinals back with a home run in the 9th to make it 9-11. I think the Cardinals, they loaded the bases in the 9th inning, but eventually they got out of it as Trevor Rosenthal notches up a save, and the Padres win 11-10, and there will be a Game 3 at Petco Park today. So now we have to discuss what's going to go on today. So the Cubs and Marlins, their game got canceled, so they will be playing today at 2, and if the Cubs win, they will play Saturday at 3, and it looks like that game is scheduled for 2:30. Okay, that's fine. I know a lot of people are going to be like, "Coach, you going to watch college football at the Cubs?" I'm definitely going to watch the Cubs because it's a win or go home game for my favorite team. So I'm going to watch that over college football. As for today, your starting pitching matchup is Yu Darvish against Sixto Sanchez. You never know with him. Sixto, I don't know. He's been dominant in some games this year, but he's also looked kind of like, a rookie and kind of has gotten knocked around sometimes. So we'll have to see with him. Yu Darvish, he's going to perform. It's just going to be, can the Cubs offense produce? As for the Cardinals, tonight at 6 Central Time, an elimination game, it will be Jack Flaherty against undecided for the Padres. I don't know how good undecided is. Maybe he'll be able to match Flaherty pitch for pitch. I know undecided is not an actual person. I'm just messing with you. If I had to guess who they would put on, I bet you it would be sort of a bullpen game. I don't even know who they're going to pitch, but we'll find that out sooner rather than later. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day.